So I'm losing sleep. And I'm losing sleep because my mind is like thinking, I fell for it. I fell for a trap. And I'll tell you why. I just manipulated so many people to think that they could stay home by broadcasting that I was sick. I fell for it. I thought it was logical and smart to not reopen the country. And the only reason why I say that is because we're not ready for a huge mass mortality rate. It's the only reason why I thought do not open the country. But looking at the perspective where staying in only makes the virus worse. It's like cooking a virus while you're at home, because direct sunlight is the ultimate healer of common colds. So there is definitely like a tug of war going on where someone's telling the truth and somebody is fucking lying big time. And the liar is the doctor. Because I spoke to a head nurse yesterday. What she says is not what the doctors on television are saying. And I fell for it. I feel not stupid, but I feel miserable that we live in a world of enemies, and the enemy knows how to jeopardize your mind and use it against people. And the one who's not jeopardizing, or someone is not jeopardizing people if they're constantly opening their mouth. But it's the one who is constantly explaining science is the one who's messing us up, because a scientist knows what direct sunlight does to a sick person. This is what happened with influenza. They used outdoor hospitals. And it had nothing to do with spreading viruses, because we already know that this current situation only attacks active viral chronic illnesses. If you do take your meds, you don't have to worry about it. If you take vitamin C, vitamin D, you don't have to worry about it. It just only hit those who have compromised viral immune disorders. And I fell for it. My ego was happy to help as usual. I can't sit here and not work and just be lazy and not do anything, but I felt so stupid, like, this is not the Aaron that I know. And a lot of people know this isn't the Aaron. But I'm trying to concentrate on getting healthy. I don't want to lose my career over this, but I fell for it. So the goal is to get better so that this whole situation can just fix itself, because we can't rely on... It's almost like without an enemy, without a bad guy, there's no frequency, there's no dualism. And without dualism, we will never evolve. So this was a trick to basically stop us from evolving. And it was a sick trick because people are not here anymore. And the fact that some of us are it's such a burden. It's like, I feel guilty, like, and the way people make you feel, they make you feel like you should be lucky you're here, but then you just like scared half of your city because you opened your mouth to tell the truth. So it's just not cute, this situation. And there's not enough mature people in our communities to help step up and direct people in the right direction. That's just sad. We have to depend on the three-letter words or a number of a president to wait to get orders. That's not us. So I was kind of against the big group rallies, but I kind of support it at the same time. It makes no damn sense to shut us down when mortality is going to be mortality because of an epidemic. But this is not a natural epidemic, obviously. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm confused and I'm pissed off at the same time. And I'm losing sleep on my Saturday morning. I'm losing sleep because there's a tremendous amount of not shame, but guilt that I carry today. Because it took me 24 hours to think about it. I'm supporting health and wellness, and people take me wanting to get better, promoting how, what remedies, somebody can use to get better. I don't know if I know anybody who's sick. People aren't talking about it. People aren't sharing that they have this virus. So I care about people. I don't want to know that someone else died. You've all witnessed, I lost 4 people last year, 3 the year before, 4 people the year before that, and 1 before the year before that. I'm constantly seeing death. So to those people who think I'm mocking the situation or boasting about being healthy, screw you. You don't know what it's like when you lose your best friend, your brother, a client, and a friend's husband, a college buddy, a high school veteran, a skateboarder who was like totally whitewashed, who became a best friend in high school. I don't think people know what it's like when you lose 3 uncles in the course of 3 years. I don't want to see no more death. So please have a little consideration when I'm trying to share holistics about trying to stay alive. It can go a long way. But I don't mean and I don't intend for it to be like, how else do you use a platform to speak about truthful things unless people just don't really care about the truth? People really don't want to know. Am I bad about the electoral college? I was just thinking out loud, and I just posted a comparison to help see which. I was just trying to look at something. And I think all this is just political propaganda to begin with. Let's create something to distract the people, and let's design something to save them, and person that everyone despises is saying, like, go back to normal. It's just nothing's going to help. This thing is already here. And just deal with it. Be strong. But then the opposition is saying, no, 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 no. We need to stay on lockdown. We need to stay closed. But for what? Staying indoors makes this virus combative worse. You're building so much like germs, and you're more contagious like when you're locked in. So I'm going to open my doors to get air tomorrow and sunlight, because there's a lie somewhere. Somebody is lying. I've never had a virus last this long. They told me 10 days, and I'm like, how does CDC know how did they know 10 days when the course of quarantine usually takes 18? They told me 10 based on my blood plasma, the platelets, and T cells. I'm regenerating faster. Y'all are getting with the wrong person. Sometimes I just wish that, like, they get the shit sued out of them for lying to people for years. And here we are getting stimulus money because a system knows that they screwed up. This would be a disaster if we didn't get benefits financially through this. And I also feel horrible because it's like, well, now I don't feel horrible. I feel relieved because at least we know firsthand this thing is real, and it's here for a reason. But I just, going forward, I'm not talking about this no more. My eyes are open and I can't unsee what I see. But think of like the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve. Follow me, follow me. Without dualism, there's no frequency. You can't have the chicken before the egg, or you can't have the egg before the chicken. So that's knowledge and wisdom. What comes first? Knowing something or being wise not to do something? Remember Rugrats and Chucky and Tommy? Tommy's like, I have an idea. Then Chucky says, I don't know, Tommy. That's not the good idea. Knowledge or wisdom, Adam and Eve. Ethel and Lucy. Lucy always had the worst ideas. Ethel would say, Lucy, that's a bad idea. But Lucy always got out of it.